The wacky world of MultimediaJay.
What? He's using the wrong intro. He's losing it in his old age. No. It's Thursday, and I'm thinking of trying something new if I do these WWMJ things on Thursdays or Fridays. In light of Throwback Thursday or Flashback Friday, I'm thinking optionally of using an older intro for Thursdays and Fridays just for fun. It's not a regular thing, and I'm not going to commit to this because then people are going to be like, they're going to expect it, and then I'm going to not do this, and then they're like, oh, what are you doing? It's like Thursday, Friday. Where's some... So, oh man. It's been a complete train wreck of a week at the 9 to 5, so that's one of the reasons why I've reverted back to 2014's simpler format. To remember 2014, a much simpler year at this point. Heck, even this job was notably different back then. So I sent the vacuum robot around, and it did a pretty decent job of getting some of the tracked-in debris from this winter off of the floor. There's a couple areas that could be better, or maybe this rug's just getting worn, and I should consider getting a replacement, flipping this one over, and then using this as basically the carpet padding or something for a fresh rug on top of this. Certainly the most foot traffic is on this one. But anyways, I've made some decisions regarding the Semper Reformanda stuff for reforming things in 2017. One of them, of course, was what happens with the various computers. We know the Silver Bullet is what I want to experiment with Linux on. And then there's Tuxedo. Tuxedo is going to be my potato masher. For those of you who watch Germ Gaming, he's taken an old computer, roughly as old processor-wise as this machine, and he's seen just how far he can continue getting good frame rates on modern games with overclocks and other stuff as well. So that's what I think Tuxedo's niche is going to be. It's never going to win on efficiency, and it's never going to win on speed, because even if I overclock it, there's the instructions per clock just isn't what today's machines can do. However, there is, of course, the hardcore legions of Sandy Bridge gamers out there who are making Sandy Bridges sing and dance. And of course, Potato Masher is powered by an original generation i5. So I figure, why not make the old Core i7, wow, mixing it up with Monolith. Why not make the old Phenom 2 sing and dance as well? There's only one problem. This is an old steel tower, a heavy steel tower. Moving this back and forth to swap this for the Silver Bullet as the secondary system when I want to switch from you don't need a powerful processor to game to fiddling with Linux is going to hurt me at some point. I think it's a back injury waiting to happen. That's where today's little experiment comes into play. Well, if nothing else, Tuxedo makes for a pretty good footrest. Anyways, I spotted these in Walmart. They're little felt blankets, supposedly self-sticking. They're made for lamps and stuff like that to protect furniture, but they're really big. So I'm thinking, since they're big enough, could they possibly be affixed in some way, shape, or form to the feet on the bottom of Tuxedo and the Silver Bullets' old cases, and then gravity can kind of press them into place over a couple days before I cut off the excess? Good question. Let's find out. There's the feet. They spin, and you can unscrew them if you really want to, but I think I am done removing the feet from the bottoms of these things. I could theoretically just put this on the bottom and have the whole thing just slide along on felt, but I would like to keep the feet if possible. I've taken these things off once before, and, well, yeah, you can see some of the residue left over from goofing around with feet. Eventually they started sliding all over the place. So what I would like to do is put this on like this, have this dig in to the plastic, have the plastic dig into it because of gravity, and then after a couple of days or so, maybe cut the excess. This does mean, though, that Tuxedo and the Silver Bullet are going to have to sit out in the open for a while this is going on, but, what are you going to do? Sometimes life comes with trade-offs. Sticky, sticky! I probably shouldn't hit the computer. The mechanical shock might not be good for the motherboard. Yeah, something like that. There, plan B. Of course, it's now slightly elevated, but there's felt on the bottom. I don't know how well it's going to stick, though. So the rationale here is basically put some felt on the bottom so it slides a little bit easier, but I don't really know how well that's going to work on carpet. I'm guessing I probably should have put something smooth on the bottom, kind of like, furniture sliders and stuff like that. But why should I need something like a furniture slider for a computer? That just means the case is too darn heavy. So anyways, yeah, I want to leave this like this for now and let gravity do its thing. Hopefully the weight of the big steel case digs into the felt pads that are now almost invisible, and basically what we end up with is something that's a little bit easier to move, even though it's definitely seen, or surely I should say, seen better days. A couple of scratches here and there and discolored metal on the back, but it's still Tuxedo, and I'm still doing some experiments with you don't need a powerful processor to game. I mean, just look at that. Look at how nice and new that I.O. shield looks versus the discolored metal from 2010 everywhere else. I should take everything out of this and consider a paint job or something, but I don't know. These things don't really deserve that much effort nowadays. Oh, man. Maybe some clear coat would be nice. Oh, what do you know? Felt blankets can be used on computer equipment. I rest my case, Your Honor. The Silver Bullet is now technically felt-bottomed, even if the felt doesn't match, but I mean, this is the bottom we're talking about when this is all back to normal here. You know what these would be really good for? The desk. Basically stick-on furniture sliders for sliding the furniture out of the way when it's time to clean and stuff like that, never having to worry about that sort of thing. Maybe I might try that, but that would require a little bit more work to get the desk lifted up, one of these underneath, and make sure everything sticks and things like that. Could be worth considering, but for now, we're going to experiment with this. I don't think this is going to work as well with the Silver Bullet, because this is an aluminum case, so nowhere near as heavy. But we'll try it anyways, just for consistency's sake. And now, we wait. The part that's always dull, dreary, and boring, of course. But at least the felt's on there. I'll just move the cables over to whatever system I want to use if I want to tinker around with any of this. So yeah, actually I might not even try to cut the excess felt because it's pretty flush. It's square on the bottom, yes, but definitely this worked out better than I thought it would. So I'm just curious if it might make it easier to slide Tuxedo across the carpet now, or do I have to get something hard on the bottom? I don't know. But in any event, it would certainly be easy to slide those on a hard surface, like from room to room or something like that. So anyways, here's where we're going from here. There's a couple of decisions that I've made regarding Semper Reformanda and some other stuff. So first off, I've mentioned Germ Gaming, and this is the channel right here, and this is the Potato Masher playlist. The Potato Masher is the console killer with the original Generation i5 and things like that. And basically what this guy's doing is trying to make that machine last as long as humanly possible and see just how far a gaming PC based on a processor from essentially the late 2000s can keep playing modern AAA titles. Should make for an interesting experiment at the very least, but I have made some decisions regarding the Semper Reformanda stuff. So, alright. As far as these systems go, and things along those lines, Tuxedo is my potato masher, so to speak. However, if I am doing a comparison of something that is an actual game, I've made the decision that I will make those videos on Twitch. I may do like benchmarks or something with this channel, but in terms of seeing if this can play certain games, that'll give my Twitch channel some more content for Play Some Stuff. I've been kind of light on content ideas for Play Some Stuff lately because I didn't know how it would not get redundant. So basically, in order to test Tuxedo as the you don't need a powerful processor to game type thing, I think what I'll do is any gaming videos that I want to make regarding how this machine plays certain games with MSI Afterburner or something like that can be made for Twitch, and that's how the gaming videos are going to come back this year if I'm not just doing commentaries about various games that I'm playing. So in the meantime, this will be it for now, because quite frankly I've been spending more time in the evenings enjoying my setups instead of just endlessly tinkering with them. So I want to get in some Rocket League or something that involves the 360 controller. But definitely check out the Potato Masher series, because this is definitely going to be the inspiration for where we go with Tuxedo and maybe some other systems as well later on. This is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.